Hello, welcome to your first weekly video. Every Sunday of the semester, I will post a video for you that gives an overview of the week to come, things that I want you to be mindful of, things that I'm noticing in the course, and an overview of just the content of what we're going to be studying. Couple quick things about orientation. At this point, we should have wrapped up orientation. There's student resources will be published all semester long, so you can always go back if you're not sure how to post something in Canvas. Those resource guides will be there. All of that information accessible at any time. Here's your to-do on orientation. At this point, I'm going through and putting completes and incompletes by the assignments that had to be turned in for orientation. The site director at your school will receive information sharing if things have not been complete. We're warming up, right? So it's okay if there's something that you did not get submitted or were confused by. This is our training right now. However, everything at orientation needs to ultimately say complete. So you need to go to your grades and look and see if each item during orientation has a complete by it. And if not, you need to then do that assignment. And here's the other part. Unless you twist me, I will not know that that assignment is completed. I do not get a notification after I've put complete or incomplete if extra work is submitted. So this is another important part of the training, is to get used to getting back in touch with me and saying, hey, Miss Gaiman, I finished that last connections activity for the orientation. And then I know to go back into grades and to review your work. Okay. At the end of every weekly video, I'm going to ask you a question and then you direct message me the answer. I want to make sure that you're watching these videos, so you need to get in the habit on Sundays, checking in, watching the videos. I always email you once they're posted so that you'll know, but that the question that you answer to me via direct message and twist is my way of knowing that you've watched the video. If you have not gotten that information to answer that question by Tuesday, you'll hear from me asking you to make sure that you go back and watch the video. The videos are housed on the general channel in Twist. All right, Unit 1. Here's info about Unit 1. We are using Unit 1 to do an overview of theory and terms and interventions. So while the next set of units are going to be more specific about gratitude, about well-being, about resilience, this is a broad overview. This is like positive psychology 101 for 3 weeks. So some assignments will be small, as I told you during our Zoom. There's not busy work because every single assignment is based on developing the outcomes and competencies. So even if an assignment takes you 5-10 minutes, it is because I'm going to build on it in the next week or the next unit. So everything has a strategic plan to it. So be mindful that you're processing and really thinking about the material, because you're going to take it a little deeper later on. Once again, I consider the first week of the semester to be yet another opportunity for us to work on the habits that are going to make you successful this semester. So that means you need to be very aware of when the deadlines are. You need to be aware of when you need to go back into an assignment and give your responses. Remember, that can be very tricky, right? Because until you've gone back and given your responses, I don't submit a grade. And so you're going to want, and this is all about building the habit of those discussions. Remember, in a classroom, you do an assignment and you go in the classroom and you discuss it. But for us, those responding to each other are so important because it's our chance to build community around the content of what we're learning. Any questions that come up this week, you're going to direct message me. I'm sorry, don't direct message me. Do them on the general channel in Twist, because any questions you have, I assure you 5 other people probably have them too. And so it benefits everybody if you ask. And the other thing around that is, if somebody posts a question, go ahead and take a stab at trying to answer it. You know, maybe I'm not away from my computer and maybe somebody feels stuck until they get the answer to that question. So by you getting on there and trying to answer it, you're going to help move that person along. And I'll come through and give my 2 cents if there's anything more different that I would add to your answer. But it's so, you know, this is how we help each other out. Okay, so the last thing here is my question for you. What is one thing that you look forward to in the next week? So you're gonna direct message me this one thing. It can be just so minor, or it could be massive, it could be huge, but I wanna hear that from you. When I think about my next week ahead, one thing that I look forward to is I have some training for a marathon that I will run at the end of next month in California. And so I have my longest training run next weekend. And okay, so I'll be honest, I don't really look forward to that. That's gonna be very challenging and hard. What I look forward to is afterwards, the sense of accomplishment, the great meal that I'll have, how the rest of the day, all the chemicals that get generated when you run that far for the next 24 hours, you just feel different and really great. So I don't necessarily look forward to the strenuous part of it, although there will be it'll be good in some ways, but I do look forward to the outcome. All right, let me hear from you. Hope you have a good week. Take care.